If you're looking for strategic and an actionable business advice, then you come to the right place. Each week, we provide you with valuable information that will help you grow your practice profitably. Hi, I'm Debra.
And I'm Sabrina, and welcome to Chiropractic Purpose to Profits. We will be your guides to creating a profitable practice and an abundant lifestyle. Whether you're just starting out or have been in practice for years, we've got something for everyone. So make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you never miss an episode. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the profit account and why having a profit account is a must-have account when you're implementing Profit First. So when it comes to implementing Profit First, there's the 5 foundational accounts. And when you first start with the system, we always recommend to our doctors that you open up one additional account. It can seem overwhelming to open up all 5. That's why we say open one. And the one account we always recommend you start with is the profit account, because the profit account is the most important account when it comes to Profit First. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So when it comes to Profit First and the profit account is where you're allocating a percentage of your revenue every week, bi-weekly, monthly, so that you have ensured that your practice is profitable. So if you think about it, you're going to bring in, say, $10,000 in revenue, and you're going to allocate 1% of this revenue to your profit account. This guarantees that your practice is profitable. And now for many of you, this may be the first time you're profitable. And I'm sure it's a great feeling to have. It makes a huge difference in your overall satisfaction with your practice and your long-term financial stability. The profit account is a must-have account if you're looking to start implementing Profit First into your practice.
So you said 1%, Sabrina, which is kind of, I'm sure many of our viewers are saying 1%, that seems so little. Why are we starting with just 1%? Like, what happens to the doctor goes, I want to have 15% profits, 19% profits, and they jump in and do it. What has your experience been when people take that approach versus the 1%, and why 1%?
So when it comes to Profit First, the biggest thing you need to do is start building momentum. And by doing that, you want to make sure your goal or whatever you're allocating is achievable. So 15%, while would be lovely, is probably a little out of reach to start with. So by doing 1% and then slowly increasing it 1% and 1% and 1%, you'll get to your goals, but you'll achieve your small steps as you get there. Just like you started chiropractic college, you didn't start on day 1 and be a chiropractor. You had to go to class and you had to work hard and you had to pass all the tests and you had to reach each of the milestones. The same thing can be said with achieving profitability in your practice. You want to start with something that's small and achievable so that you see the reward and you keep growing along the practice or along the path.
Yeah, I love that you use that phrase, you must have, why you must have it. There's so many benefits you get. What have you found that a lot of the docs said was some of the biggest benefits they got, or can you share a story or something with us that lets us understand why this profit account? Because I think a lot of people think, well, profits will just be there at the end. That's what I'm going to have. So why am I even doing this? It's more work, they might be thinking. So what have you found to be the benefits of it?
Yeah, and I think it's a great comment that you made, that it'll just be there. And I think that's something that really, nothing just is there. You didn't just become a chiropractor because you woke up one day and said you wanted to be a chiropractor. You had to work to achieve it. And the great thing about the profit account is it allows you to see and have a pulse on how you're progressing towards what you want to achieve, so that you don't find out at the end of the year that you didn't achieve your goals. Because just like anything in life, you have to work to have it be there. Profits don't just happen because if you think about it, we all have the propensity to just spend all the money. It's sitting there, you want to spend it, you've got all these things. I mean, there's a million things out there that you could buy. More learning, more office space, more staff, more equipment. But if we don't step back and realize what goals we want to achieve in our practice, and that profitability is one of those goals, it's not going to happen. We have to make sure it does happen. And one of the greatest stories that we've seen with one of our clients, and it's written in the book, one of our clients came to us just after she had graduated chiropractic school and was like, they told me in school I'm not going to be profitable for 3 to 5 years, and yeah, that doesn't work for me. So I found out about Profit First, and I'm going to implement this. And I'm sure you've heard us talk about her before. It's a pretty amazing story. She opened her practice during the pandemic. But what's really amazing about it is that by the end of the year, she had saved so much in her profit account that she was able to capitalize on the opportunity that presented when her next door neighbor in her office complex moved out. So she was able to actually double her practice like 8 months into her practice, and she didn't have to go out and get a loan. She used her profits to do that. And what's amazing about that is she knew her goals, she knew what she wanted to achieve, and she made her practice work for her and achieve those goals.
What a great story to end this section on. It's inspiring. So we can all do it. So somebody right out of school can do it with a little bit of focus and planning and following the Profits First method. Sounds like we can achieve profits starting tomorrow. No reason to stop.
Yeah, exactly. And without that profit account, it would be so easy for her to spend all that money, but she had it set aside, and it was looking at her every day, and she saw it, and she was motivated to keep going. And at the beginning it was small, but it grew and it grew and it grew. And, that's just the power of when things compound. So the profit account is definitely a must-have account if you're implementing Profit First. And you can get a copy of our book on Amazon if you'd like to learn more about the system, and it'll teach you how to implement the system completely into your practice so that you too can have a profitable practice. So if you haven't subscribed and turned on the notifications yet, do that now so that you don't miss another episode. Thank you.